Loco. Uy, dilawan la boca.
Chào nene.
Yo soy Pablo.
I'm Pablo Lacuna.
Vivo en Buenos Aires, en la capital.
I live in Buenos Aires, the capital, in the neighborhood of Caballito. Together with my wife, my baby Ciro, who is 5 months old, and with 2 daughters who are 12 and 15 years old during part of the week as well.
Gran parte de la semana también.
I'm the head of Tiflolibros, a digital library for the blind.
Hoy en Tiflolibros tenemos un trabajo.
Today at Tiflolibros, we've been developing this work over many years that is very strong, well-known nationally and internationally. Yet we're reaching just 1% of the people with disabilities.
Es fundamental seguir teniendo.
So it's crucial to keep growing, adding to what we do, to have the ability to do more, and above all, working with the states and other alliances to reach that 99% of visually impaired people who still don't have access to a book. It's important to first know that the Treaty of Marrakesh emerged from the necessity of people with visual disabilities, from what we see happening around the world with books for people who are visually impaired. We are in the middle of a very important moment where we continue to be small, but we have many possibilities to project ourselves.
I am Matías Joel Suñé. I am 15 years old. I live in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. And I go to a school at Santa Teresita del Niño Jesús, and it's a normal school that I attend, even though I'm blind. Technology helps a lot, the computer most of all, which is my tool for work, the one I study with. I have fun too, like with a cell phone, but I also study. I get digital books from an organization called Tiflolibros that gives materials and digital books to blind people or those with visual disabilities. And it helps a lot because they give you the books that you need, those that all of your classmates also have.
Tiflolibros emerged out of our necessity. In the year 1999, we were a group of people with visual disabilities that were just beginning to use the internet, computers with screen readers, a scanner to read a book, and we thought, why not take advantage of the internet and the possibilities of working online to share all these books we had? And we thought about one day creating a digital library for the blind. Today, Tiflolibros is a library that offers access to more than 54,000 books in its digital archive. Books of all types, books for literature, but also for students at elementary, high school, and university levels. For us, it's very important to be working with ABC today. With the support of WIPO, we've been able to gather a team of people that are adapting books. This year, there will be 800 books issued by publishers that will be adapted. And at the same time, working with ABC allows us to reinforce all the aspects of book production at the national level. With this project with ABC in June, we held an entire week of activities on access to literature as well as training for publishers. We also did a very big open day on access to literature in the National Library.
My name is Francis Gurry. I'm Director General of the World Intellectual Property Organization. So the Accessible Books Consortium is a public-private partnership that was established by WIPO. It comprises all the relevant stakeholders. So if you think of the book world, first of all the relevant stakeholders are in it, going from authors to publishers, to libraries that store and distribute, to rights organisations that represent authors or publishers. So that creates a great platform to be able to move things and to have action in this area.
Ahora estamos yendo a la editorial.
Now we're going to Santillana Publishers, which is one of the most important publishers of school textbooks, and it has given us the most material. They've already given us more than 5,000 books in digital files. Is this it? Oh, but before it was open.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, Joana. Patricia. ¿Cómo andas, Patricia? Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? Yo me acuerdo que
I remember I used to come all the way here to collect them.
And the biggest issue were right issues, copyright. I think we all learned something.
But also, at that moment, we were in a different context.
Cuando la editorial nos da el archivo desde el que...
When the publisher gives us the digital file from which they create paper books, it saves us the work of having to take apart the book and digitize it. We simply do a job of converting and adapting based on the PDF file provided by the publisher, and we do that digitally.
Que lo hacen en las computadoras.
Sí, soy Gustavo Schott.
I'm Gustavo Schott, National Director of Copyright of the Republic of Argentina. What the Treaty of Marrakesh does is to link principles of solidarity to different territories, different countries, so the average human being thinks about those that are in need, in this case the visually impaired.
I'm studying for history. I just finished reading a page of history that I have to study for Tuesday. I have a history test. That's why I am studying. I downloaded it from the website tiflolibros.com.ar. The computer for me is like it was my pencil case, like it was someone's backpack, because in my computer I have my books, my binders, how I write, how I read. If you don't have a computer, it's like going to school empty-handed.
My name is Fernando Galarraga. I am the first vice president of the Latin American Union for the Blind. Unfortunately, in countries like Argentina, like the rest of Latin America, the number of books printed in ink that are translated into accessible formats is extremely limited. 1 or 2%, in the best of cases 3% of the books printed in ink are later found in an accessible format.
Argentina and the whole of Latin America have shown great leadership in respect to the Marrakesh Treaty. And what we saw is that 10 of the first 20 countries that brought the Marrakesh Treaty into force all came from Latin America.
Vamos llegando a la Casa de Gobierno.
We are arriving at the National Palace to speak to Gabriela Michetti, Vice President of the nation. Let's see if we can convince her to advance the implementation of the Treaty of Marrakesh as fast as possible.
Marrakech fue muy importante para la Argentina.
Marrakech was very important for Argentina. It confirmed a path we had been paving, but at the same time, it reinforced the demand to the country to keep working toward this. The whole question of disabilities and access to equal rights for these people needs to be driven by the state, and it also shouldn't be a topic for one government or another. So the first thing we're trying to do is to put this topic at the center of political discussion.
Creo que el principal sueño es que todos estos...
I think that the main dream is that all the projects that one does go forward and go well. And you think, well, how nice would it be to be able to work and do everything you need to do, knowing you have some stability. And in life, it's the same. What you want, basically, is your kids to be happy, to be good people, and for them to have what's necessary to live normally.
Tengan lo necesario para vivir normalmente.